Well, it is day 4. It is now probably like 8:30 by now. The day's just getting started. We got a planned event today to go to Pearl Harbor. So right now, yeah, but I ain't gotta go. Okay. So I don't have to go.
So what time you say this?
Probably around 8:30.
I gotta hurry up. Yeah, I feel like I gotta go to the bathroom. See what I got to do.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, right now we just waiting for the tour bus to show up because we got to be on the bus by 9 o'clock to go to, like I said, Pearl Harbor. And you know, it's been a very interesting couple of days. I mean, I went back to the Waikiki Strip, and one thing about the Waikiki Strip is that over 70,000 people converge to the Waikiki Strip on a daily basis. The airports be the airplanes be coming in and out like every 20-30 minutes, bringing somebody in from another island or from another state, from all over the world. So, this is a very busy place. Now, where we are now, the Ko'olina Beach Resort, is pretty busy over here too on this side. Yesterday, we had our...
I'm going to leave this down here in my jacket, so
okay.
Don't go roaming nowhere, leaving my stuff behind.
You just go to the bathroom too? Anyway, like I was saying, yesterday... Be careful up there. Anyway, like I was saying, so yesterday we went on our Circle Island tour from, I think it started roughly around the same time. Just go that way and go down that, go to that opening and go to your right. Just go right through that little corridor right there. Yeah, that first bathroom we went to when we got here. I hope so. Like I was saying, too many interruptions, driving me nuts. Anyway, so we went on a Circle Island tour, which took us around the entire island, right? And then we went to a lot of beautiful places like the Makapu'u Point. Now, Makapu'u basically was a goddess, I believe. At first I thought it was a god, but it was a goddess, one of the Hawaiian deities. And who Makapu'u was a goddess with 8 eyes that made their settlement on the top, on the peak of Makapu'u Point, which is the reason why they call it what it is today. We went to a lot of places. We went to New Oanu Pali, which was the site where the ancient Polynesian battle between the different islands, because King Kamehameha wanted to unite all of the islands, together as one. So it was this huge battle on the peak. People were falling to their death, and they were using spears and some of everything else. I think I even saw some cannon fire. I think on one of the photos you can see like a puff of smoke shoot out. So they might have been using cannons because they were getting modernized with weapons and stuff like that over time. Even though this was back in like 1797, I'm pretty sure after Captain Cook came through, they probably had their hands on guns and all that stuff, cannons, whatever. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at that photo again, but it was a very interesting turn of events. We went to a lot of places. We went to the Dole Pineapple Plantation. Had some really good pineapple. It was kind of like a soft yogurt type thing, but it was like all pineapple. It was really good. very tasty. And so yeah, we got a pretty filled up week. Like I think tomorrow we're going on a we're going to a luau, I think, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to a luau at Paradise Cove, which is where I went when I came here in 2013. And going somewhere else too. I can't think of what it is. I definitely wanted to get to the Polynesian Cultural Center, but it's kind of far, and I'd have to take the bus. I think they said you got to get on 2 buses to get there, and then at the same time, I also wanted to get to excuse me. I also wanted to get to what was the other place? I believe the other place was okay, I'm drawing a blank right now. It's still early in the morning. Sea Life Park. Sea Life Park. They have a large assortment of sea animals, and they have some very tasty treats. There's one place that serve gourmet milkshakes. You know, they got all kinds. Like my favorite is the apple pie a la mode, and that's basically one whole slice of pie, and it's mixed with 2 or 3 scoops of ice cream and some milk. Probably the best milkshake you could ever have, because it's a natural milkshake. It's like you get all the flavors of the apple pie in it, because you actually put the entire pie in it. You don't put the pie filling. I'm talking crust and all. So yeah, we're gonna have a pretty good week. And the one thing I love about Hawaii is that time slows down here, which is obviously the reason why we're 6 hours behind the mainland. You know, so right now it's probably noon over there or something. I'm not sure exactly what time it is, but they're 6 hours ahead of us. So everything happens real slow, you know, and it's like one day feels like a whole week. So it feels like you've been over here for like a whole month already. You know, it's like, and the fun never stops. There's always something to do. So yeah, right now I'm just waiting on Mom to come out of the bathroom, and like I said, we sitting here waiting on the bus. We should be here within 30 minutes. Like I said, we gotta be on the bus by 9 o'clock. And that's just one event that we're gonna be doing today, so we'll be done early. I'm not sure exactly what time we're getting out of there, but when we get there, we'll be going to the memorial site, where you can actually look down into the porthole where where the bodies of the soldiers were still buried inside the ship after it was sunk. And the oil is still like basically spilling out of the ship to this day. For those of you that have been there, you know what I'm talking about. For the ones that haven't, it's actually a pretty interesting tour, you know, and it's very empowering because of what happened to these people back in I forgot what year. I think it was 1940 something or 50, where the Japanese came flying over Hawaii at that point and just started tearing the place up, you know. But yeah, like I said, it's very informative ordeal. You know, I had fun when I was there the last time, and so whatever we're gonna be doing after that is anybody's guess. I'm gonna try and see if I can get back over to Waikiki, because I love over there, you know, because it's so much. You got a lot to do over there too. You know, they got all kinds of shops, but I'm not gonna be doing any more shopping. I did all the shopping I'm gonna ever do for probably the whole trip. I'm not sure. I wanted to get some shirts for my brother and my sister-in-law. I already got some stuff for my niece and my nephew and my two baby cousins. So I had a pretty good week. I got some stuff for myself too. I wasn't just shopping for everybody else. I got some shot glasses. I got a mug. You know, all kinds of stuff. And one thing I learned about Hawaii is that when you buy, you know, souvenirs from Hawaii, you bring the aloha spirit with you once you leave here. You know, just like with the shirts. The shirts have the aloha spirit in them. They're woven into every stitch. You know, so I take that with me every time I come here. And people get sick of me because I talk about Hawaii all the time. I mean, hey, it's us. this is a wonderful place, man. You can definitely get lost here, you know, literally, you know, spiritually and physically. I wouldn't mind getting lost here, shoot, you know, but you got a life to live, you know, and there's somewhere else you gotta go back to it, you know. Hopefully, one of these days, maybe in a couple more years, I'll be here myself, living high off the hog as a Hawaiian. So that's pretty much the deal with our day today. You know, we're not gonna be doing too much probably after the Pearl Harbor tour. But we'll see. If we're gonna be doing anything else, I'll definitely let you guys know. I mean, it may just be local stuff, or may go somewhere else. I'm not sure. You know, because most of the places that I went to after my tours, it was only because, you know, all I had to do was take the bus. Like Diamond Head was a crazy trip. It was hot. It was in the middle of July, and I went there. It's one heck of a walk too, because you have to walk up a very steep flight of steps to get to the very top of that darn thing. Until I actually got there, I didn't know that it was actually a volcano, a dead volcano, but a volcano. And I'm thinking it was a mountain, you know, because of the way, I never saw the inside of the mountain, you know, of the volcano. I've always just saw the outside and the peak of the mountain, because it looks like almost like an arrowhead or the tip of a diamond, you know, which is, you know. So when I finally got into the park of Diamond Head, and I was like, it said, I think I saw a sign that said something about a volcano. I was like, why is this talking about a volcano? And they said, because you're standing in it. I'm like, my face just went flat. And I was like, I'm standing in a volcano? Why are we even here? And it's been dead for 30-something thousand years. So I was like, oh, okay. Still, I was shocked. I didn't realize it was actually a dead volcano. So I made that trek all the way up to the very top of that volcano, and let me tell you, it's an experience that everyone that you would never believe, because you can see everything for miles around. I mean, on all sides. You know, you can see Rabbit Island from where I was, and I don't think I saw the other islands in the distance. I did see that yesterday. I took a couple of pictures of that, where you can see Lanai from where I was, depending on what part of the island I was on. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It was a crazy trip. You know, I mean, I had fun. I even engraved my initials into the mountain so I could be, you know, recognized, you know, in the future. Because you got people dating back to like the 1800s, you know that carved their name into that mountain so they could be immortalized. I figured, shoot, they can do it, so can I. So I did. You know, so it was a very fun trip. But the trek down the mountain, or down the volcano, was even better, because it was less stress on your legs. Because I'm telling you, I felt like I had the legs of a bodybuilder at that point. My legs were hurting so bad. I had to stop constantly just to drink some water and to take a breath, because those steps were steep as I don't know what. And then the hike alone was crazy too, because you hiking in all that heat. I made sure I had a big old bottle of water with me the whole time. So it was it turned out good, you know, no matter what. You know, like I said, and then that traffic going in and out of that tunnel that leads into the park was crazy too, because you had to walk along the side of the tunnel wall behind a bunch of bars.